Hey everyone, and welcome to our Clips and Highlights channel. If you want to keep up with everything Kyle and I have going on, make sure you subscribe to the main Grinding Gear YouTube channel, which is where we actually do these streams. That's right, we stream right here on YouTube. Oh, and sub to the Grinding Gear podcast. Apple, Google, Spotify, really any podcast platform. We're probably there. Thanks.
Let's go! Let's go!
I'm just a dog that howls when you howl at this point. That's what I've been reduced to.
Yep.
No longer thoughts for myself. I think we lose our sprouts tonight, Kyle.
I've heard whispers about that, yeah.
I think
maybe
every time we have brought up when we lose our sprouts, we get corrected.
It's a hotly debated item, but there's a chance.
It is, but I think we might lose them tonight.
I don't think you should lose your sprouts until you do, because we still have Near to do, and we still have Weapon Trial to do, so I don't think we're fully unsprouted until such time.
Yep. Kyle, you didn't compliment my clam, and I'm very offended.
Oh, I didn't see you.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I will see you soon.
All right. I'm clicking on Alizé. That's a sad Alphino.
With the company we keep, it was such a spoilerific title of a quest.
That is that right there. Hold on, I'm just gonna send this to you so I have it. Is that Alphino? That's like my emo album cover right there. That's what that is. All right.
Ah, Val. Tuna, you're looking well. I take it you managed to squeeze in some rest. If you came hoping for tidings from Cryle, I'm afraid we're still waiting. But we do have some odd scraps of news to share. Oh.
I wasn't ready. Okay, here we go. All right. Scraps, she says. Lunar primals have been popping up all over the place, but the Alliance has the situation well in hand, thanks to no small part to Hori Boulder and the others. Meanwhile, talks with the Peace Tribes are going even better than expected. Encouraged by Ulda's progress with the Amalja, Gridania has open negotiation with the Ixal, believe it or not.
All of which is obviously very encouraging, but with the Telophori still out there,
Telophoroi.
the Telephonos, it's not as
Telophoroi.
if we can afford to lower our guard.
Kara says in my headcanon, Tataru just always starts every conversation with, "Oh, okay, where's that button? Okay, here we go." That's how I imagine Tataru speaking. Oh my god, there's so many people. There's too many voices I gotta remember how to do. We got some dude coming up and I don't see the thing yet. I want to give Kyle a break. There it is.
It's Xenos.
Breaking your pardon. I have come bearing an invitation from the Alliance. A council meeting is due to be held in Alamigo, and your attendance is humbly requested.
Ah, we were just talking about the Alliance. May I ask what's on the agenda?
I believe the intention is to share news of recent developments and discuss what measures might be taken to combat the Telophoroi. In concert with our new allies, the Beast Tribes have also been invited. It is hoped that they will join us in the fight against our common foe.
So the Alliance would bring all the Beast Tribes into the fold as a single stroke. An ambitious plan, given the delicacy of negotiations, but mayhaps an expedite? Is that expedite there? Expedient one, considering the threat we face.
Indeed, my lady. And for their part, I am told the Beast Tribes have agreed to attend. If the Scions too are present, all of Eorzea will be represented. To arrange such a meeting must have been quite an undertaking, not only diplomatically, but practically. I'm nerding out just thinking about it. There must have been so many binders.
Oh my goodness.
Pray inform the Alliance that we would be honored to participate. We shall make for Alamigo without delay. Then I will bear your answer thither with all haste. We look forward to receiving you at the Royal Palace.
Invisible sword.
Telecalifornication. I saw a joke in chat. It made me laugh. Well, now that we've accepted the invitation, who exactly is going to attend? I move that you and Y'shtola lead our contingent. Given how long you have worked to end summoning, it is only right that you be present for what promises to be a historic moment. I think we've all played our part in that little endeavor, don't you, Val? Tuna? All present may rightly claim a seat. I do quite agree. But by your leave, I believe I shall remain here and lend what assistance I can to the coordination of our defensive efforts.
I'm not coming either. Amric will be there, and I'd rather not be interrogated.
Very well, then. While those with a mind to hold the fort get on with holding it, I suggest the rest of us make Val Amigo. Shall we?
Oh no! Oh no! Oriange's looking for a bestie. I don't think he's into that. But let's see.
What's he saying? I shall take this opportunity to gain a better understanding of Sir Stinian. He's excited to meet people. He's a social butterfly.
The company we keep in Girabon.
Unlike Kyle, oh my god, he's so cute, y'all, when he gets nervous about the meetup. Kyle is so cute when he gets nervous.
Yes, it's true.
Yes. I just want y'all to, oh my god, there's just a giant elephant ass when you leave the freaking room. So I never know. You talk about being an like a kind of a
introvert, wallflower.
Person.
Yes.
Introvert. There's the word I'm looking for. And yet, you know, you stream publicly, and so there's usually a bit of a disconnect. But yeah, Kyle gets sweaty when he thinks about public meetings. So
it's true.
It's super adorable.
All right, where's your fabulous glam? You wanted me to see your fabulous glam.
I was being traded something, and I think
there
I
you
canceled. I'm sorry, Fitchell. Where'd you go? Oh shit! I did it again. I'm sorry.
I like your purple. Purple is my favorite color.
Oh, there you are, Fitchell.
Very nice.
Oh, thank
today.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
I thought it made the highlights of my hair pop.
Yeah. Oh, they do pop. They do pop quite a bit.
You should see me in broad daylight.
Well, then let us get out of the rain and into the meat.
Wondrous. Into the meat?
Yes, it can go
We've
both
been
ways.
expecting you. Well, some few guests have yet to arrive. The Alliance leaders are all present. Shall I show you in? I'm tripping over my words a lot today.
It's all good. I assume this will be a talkie.
Our food podcast will be called Into the Meat.
We'll workshop that.
You're right. Meat into you makes more sense.
It's a ghost. Oh, yay! It's Granny Goodness. Oh, in the bath. Oh, and the fish wizard.
She just looks like the mascot
Everyone's
for the most
here.
disappointing brand of cookies.
Everybody's here.
Esteemed guests, you honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
We should be still synced up since the last thing.
Yeah, but we still have things
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would! Ah! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay! Freed our people must be!
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
Merwhip on brand.
Yeah.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think.
What is
If
that
Merwhip
voice?
truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
Wearing his Titan
I
hat to the
love
meeting.
him. Freaking love him.
Yistola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome.
Yeah, Merrick.
Now say something, Ian. Ian! Appropriate face.
What now?
I beg your pardon?
Not face!
What is it, Soulwalker? Do not express your passion thus. A little Chrissy will have gills, perhaps. Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We Sahagin will play our part.
That mic is soaked.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future as allies united in purpose.
Make mock of the Ixal the Paragon does! Turns kin into puppets! Pits brother against brother! Free them from his grasp, we shall!
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
We accept! We accept!
Praise me!
It's taken a while, but I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern. But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet await them, that which we call a primal. Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends. Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We Amalja would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
I see we are all in accord. But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea. What say you, my friend?
I mean, Bottom's cute, but I think I've Boy Scouted hard enough across the Crystal Beavers. I think I'm gonna go top.
Crystal Beaver.
I'm going top. The weird thing is, multiple people said that, so I'm gonna.
I'm assuming it's a joke. I'm going with option 2.
Okay. All right.
3, 2, 1, diverge.
Might I suggest the Grand Company of Eorzea? I remember a certain someone pondering it once upon a time, and it seems as fitting a name as any.
But that's the name I...
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
Aye, in that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, Oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
Wow, it went okay. I mean, I guess it would be bad form to have 2 end of expansion bad things happen in that room, but still, you know, I was not expecting good tidings.
It's the beginning, man.
I know,
you got a
but
plan.
Yeah, I know, but you know, it's just
I mean, and also like the bad shit already. The towers are here. The bad stuff has already happened.
Yeah, but you know, that doesn't mean like Lunar. Somebody didn't show up there. Or, you know, Fan Daniel does a little dance on the table for everybody.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you want to know the most like unhinged thought I had during that? So that, like they faded out and like showed Fordola fighting Lunar Ifrit inside the tower. Sure. I was thinking to myself, man, I would play the living shit out of a phoned-in Ubisoft game about those towers. Or it's just map barf, and you just go around to each tower, and each tower is a Final Fantasy boss fight to clear the tower off the map. Like, I'd play the shit out of that. Give me Final Fantasy 16, but I just go from tower to tower doing action fights against all the primals.
Sure. All right, Alphino. Tell me what's on your mind.
What do your Elysian eyes weep? Well, now that we are out of earshot of the other delegates, I hope you will forgive me if I speak my mind. Let me begin by saying that I have dreamed of this day since the moment I first set foot upon these shores, and that I was as heartened as anyone to see the peoples of Eorzea pledge their solidarity. Yet even as they uttered their declarations, all I could think about was the conflict to come, of the sacrifices that would be made and the lives lost, inevitabilities that I still struggle to accept. But at least now there is hope. The formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea is the first step, the first of many.
Many more, somebody says.
Many and more, says someone.
Oh.
Elder Seedseer, how might we be of service?
I seek Master Alphino's assistance in a matter involving Gridania's neighbors, the Sylphs. I know that you and yours have long kept a weathered eye upon the crystal trade, and better to predict the coming of primals, and so you will be familiar with the Sylphs and the Ash Crown Consortium. Are we? Are we familiar with them? Through their dealings,
I believe so.
they have
Realm Reborn,
cultivated
wasn't it?
relations not only with the city-states, but many other communities besides.
Communities such as the Beast Tribes.
Just so. It is our hope that we may make use of the established lines of communication to coordinate the efforts of our new fellowship. Yet there remains certain practical differences between a trade consortium and the Grand Company. If the Sylphs are to perform their tasks effectively, they will require the counsel of the one versed in the operational aspects of an armed force? What? Okay, sure.
An armed force founded with the self-same goal in mind, no less.
The Crystal Braves, yes. Forgive me, Master Alphino. I know that it was a painful chapter of your life, but the experience may yet be made to serve the realm.
In my hubris, I plotted a course for the Crystal Braves which stretched far beyond the Order's initial conception. One intended to pave the way for the founding of what I intended to call the Grand Company of Eorzea. But my plans all came to naught. Built upon a frail foundation of lofty ideals, the Order was doomed from the first to collapse under the weight of more worldly interests. And I have no wish to see this new endeavor suffer the same fate.
Mayhaps I ask too much of you.
Not at all. You may count upon my assistance, for what little it is worth. By your leave, I shall prepare a report, including a list of recommendations drawing on the lessons I learned from the failures of the Crystal Braves.
You have my gratitude, Master Alphino, and my trust. When your report is ready, pray share it directly with the Sylphs. With your guidance and the earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here this day, I have no doubt but that our fellowship shall emerge from the shadows of the Telophoroi and flourish. Until we meet, my friends.
Before committing anything to writing, there are a number of people whose thoughts I should like to hear. Former Braves, you understand. Might you join me in seeking them out? Option 2. It's Alpha now. I'm going with that first option.
Yeah, no, you know, he's delicate.
Thank you. As someone who witnessed the Order's rise and fall, yours would be a reassuring presence.
I'll join you. If you planned to canvass the opinions of your former comrades, it'll be a lot quicker if we share the task of questioning them. Then mayhaps Graha can lend a hand as well. I shall accompany Thancred back to the Rising Stones. Between us, I dare say that we will be able to provide an accurate enough account of the day's events.
We should be glad of your company, Graha. I shall explain the details on the way. Shout out to 3 a.m. European Jesse Cox hanging out in chat right now. Thank you, sir.
Wait, what?
I saw the YouTubers get the cool club gray box. So it popped out, and believe he said it's 3 a.m. in Europe.
Oh,
but I'm here.
Oh my.
Yeah. I didn't know you were traveling,
Yeah.
Jesse.
Well done.
I appreciate the dedication.
You can't. I mean, you can't like while Alphino's being all like Crystal Brave. Mess with him. That's not cool. Whoever messed with Alphino there, that's not a cool move.
No, he needed that trauma to become a character that I enjoyed being around.
Exactly.
If anyone remembers the early days of me not liking Alphino.
Well, I think everyone. Like,
Realm Reborn Alphino was a lot.
I think there's a high chance that most playthroughs have kind of a, oh, this guy again into Heaven's Ward.
It's. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was struck by, oh yeah, Alizé is like not there for most of Realm Reborn.
No,
it's just Alphino on his bullshit, uncontested,
telling you what to do, where to be
for a while.
Yeah.
It's some stuff. It's some stuff.
Alizé says, "So what's the plan, brother of mine?"
Before discussing the task at hand, I should probably admit that the report I propose is largely written. Not long after the fateful day in Ul'dah, I penned a detailed account of the organization's history, from the events that led to its inception to the failings that brought about its demise. This I did primarily as a means of taking some semblance of responsibility. Never did I imagine that it might later be referred to by those seeking to form a similar organization. And while I made every attempt to be objective, the account was mine alone, its events viewed from my singular perspective. For it to be of use, however, it must be broadened to encompass the viewpoints of all involved. Only then can it answer what seems to me to be the crucial question, namely, why? After the Crystal Braves disbanded, did some members choose to remain with us, while others did not?
I see. You think the answer will tell us something about the nature of the ties that bind the new Grand Company together, and that this knowledge might help us to prevent it from falling apart when those bonds are inevitably tested.
That is my hope, yes. But the question I would ask are uncomfortable to some. As the former commander of the Crystal Braves, I doubt that those who abandoned the cause would welcome my inquiries.
Then Graha and I will have to try. Meanwhile, the two of you can talk to the ones who kept the faith.
A fine suggestion. Have care, however. Certain of my former comrades are of questionable character, so keep your wits about you and let us reconvene in Gridania later on.
Yeah, I haven't had a need to keep deep track of them, but isn't that the ones that like set off the bombs there in the wall business?
There was some serious shit that went down. Yeah,
the really evil Lalafell one.
Yeah. Yes. Very much so. If you have no objectives, I have a mind to begin speaking with Riol and Alian. If memory serves, the two of them will be attending an intelligence briefing at Castramorians. Let us seek them out there. Good old Riol.
Yep, good old Riol.
Riol is a real one. Real.
I submit to you with all the what those hyphens. Because he's doing an accent.
Oh, yeah, doing the pirate. I think that was Riolan, because he starts to get into the pirate bit. Well, look who it is. And what brings you two here? Wouldn't have been anything to do with the big meeting, would it? In a matter of speaking, I have been assigned a task, you see, for which I require the assistance of former members of the Crystal Braves. They talked. Alphino brought out his binders. There were many of them.
Lisa Frank as they were.
So you want to know why we decided to stick with the Scions, eh? Ain't an easy thing to put into words, that.
As I once explained to Val and Tuna, I spent a long time agonizing over my failures to alert you to the traitors in our midst. For my negligence, I was captured along with many others, and we were powerless to prevent the tragedies that ensued. Not a day goes by that I do not think about those fateful events. By joining the Scions, I hope to redeem myself, and I will continue to serve the cause for as long as I am able. But that wasn't my only reason. When we were finally reunited at the Rising Stones, you refused to blame anyone but yourself for the fall of the Crystal Braves. And in spite of everything that had happened, everything you had suffered, you took us back without a moment's hesitation. We would not have blamed you if you had turned us away. But when you gave us your trust instead, what else could we do but try to repay it?
Nothing, that's what. As for me own tale, well, I've always felt the Scions have something in common with me old crew. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. That was our creed, and I still strive to live by it to this day. But as times gone on, pirate speak, I've learned that strength come in many shapes and sizes. From Ori Boulder to Mistress Tataru, we've all got something to offer. And not one of us doing it for personal gain. Because we believe there's more important things than that. Things worth protecting, which is what being a Scion's all about. I am at a loss for words. Thank you, my friends. To hear this from you means more than you know. Forgive me, Val, Tuna. Could you? I'm more interested in the second option.
Yeah, because that's what we're here to do. Let's get the goods.
Well, it's founding ideals were something to be proud of, but ideals alone don't make a crew. For every swab who signed up with good intentions, there was another who was only in it for the coin, the glory, or both.
Ours was quite a desperate band, and while I will never forgive Ilbert, the fact that we managed to function at all was thanks in large part to his efforts.
Just a pity he was doing it all for all the wrong reasons, eh? Only takes one bad apple, they say, and the Braves had a barrel full of them. Not like the Scions. We might look like a ragtag band of misfits, but deep down, we've all got the shared sense of purpose. And why? Because Tataru sifted out all the glory hunters before they made it through the door. Hyphens, how do they work? I see. So while our ranks comprise a diverse range of people, each with their own individual strengths, we are all united in purpose. Thank you, my friends. With your permission, I shall make record of our discussion and refer to it when drafting my recommendations. Until we meet again.
I did real bad, you know. I accused him. I accused him of being Asian, first and foremost. Because he got the same hair as, I think it was Nabrialis.
Yep.
I was like, oh, here comes Nabrialis.
Well, I think we have taken up enough of our colleagues' time, and I am conscious that the less life-affirming testimonies await. And I am conscious that less life-affirming testimonies await. Let us make our way to Gridani and hear what the others have learned.
Thanks to Tataru's ever dependable intelligence, we managed to track down a handful of former Braves without any great difficulty. Some were forthright, others less so, but we heard enough to form a picture. I must warn you, Alphino, some of their comments were harsh.
I can well imagine, but their opinions are no less vital to my report. I seek the unvarnished truth. Thank you. I will set about adding your findings to my own at once. In the meantime, pray go on ahead to Little Solace and seek out Elder Frizio. Frizio?
Frizio.
I will join you anon.
Oh, I'm sad we don't get to read them like the Shadow Broker in Mass Effect 2. Just read all the dirty laundry that everyone has to say about Alphino.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, this had to be one of the rougher parts of A Realm Reborn for me personally. I just really lost the thread in this place.
Yep. Oh, that's right. I never had to say this old lady's name out loud before.
No.
So do we pronounce the X like an X or a Z?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm just gonna call her Granny Frito-Lay. How does that sound?
Welcome, brave. I'm a little shaky. Hang on. I'm just
Sure you
gonna.
don't want me to do it since Alizé's in the scene? Are you sure, Kyle?
All right, go for it. Go for it.
Oh, welcome.
It's exactly what I was gonna do. Nice.
Brave One and friends of Brave One, how good it is to see walking ones again so soon after the meeting. It's been a while since we last spoke.
I'm gonna do should this one.
Indeed it has. Though the palace was pretty, the meeting was far too noisy for this one. So many shouting ones and squawking ones and cheering ones, with no chance for carefree conversation. Still, this one is pleased all ones can be friends. Frix is a guy I have no idea, y'all. I'm not sure Frix's gender has ever come up.
No, I can't say.
Horned One Kani Sana said that walking ones would be coming to Little Solace. Imperial ones also invaded Suflins and abducted many of these ones. So these ones will be glad to bear messages between fighting friendly ones. That is heartening to hear, Elder.
Is it?
It will require all ones to work in unison to stop the Telafaroi.
I'm glad he understood what was said.
Look at him getting in on the ones already.
Yeah.
Just went and roaming it. Love it. Love it. These ones will try very hard, of course, but in matters of war, these ones have little experience. Any advice walking ones can provide would be most welcome. Oh, another pretty silver-haired one, and in quite a hurry, it seems. Alizé, you must come quickly.
Here it is. Whatever's the matter, Alphino? Don't tell me. You couldn't read my handwriting.
What? No. A Twin Adder officer accosted me as I was about to set out. Charlayan has sent an envoy, who is due to arrive in Gridania at any moment.
Oh, perfect.
An envoy? Could it be that Kryl has managed to sway the Forum? We shall know soon enough. But there is more. The envoy has requested that the two of us attend the audience with the Elder Seedseer.
Really? I can't see why. I can see why they might want Scions to be present, but us specifically? Wait, it isn't who I think it is.
It is. I could scarce believe it myself, but when I inquired as to the envoy's identity, I was told it was one Fortunal Levier. Wait, what? Who's Fortunal? And how do I pronounce that name?
Well, there you go. Well, the next thing.
Forcheno? Oh, that's a lot easier. Thank you. Thank you. Was it Forcheno or Forcheno?
My favorite type of cheese.
Are we gonna meet a parent? They don't have like another sibling, do they? Oh, well, thank you, Graha. If I just kept reading. Your father? Well, now, the fact that a serving member of the Forum had journeyed here would be surprise enough. But him? Quite. I glean from this that they are taking the matter seriously.
That may be. But why him? Not one of the other 98 Forum members? Unless he volunteered for it.
It has been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be that he is concerned for your well-being?
Oh, hell no. Perhaps, but he's always been reluctant to discuss his work with us.
Indeed. And whenever we write to our parents, it is invariably our mother who replies. Nevertheless, I welcome the opportunity to meet him after so long, even if it is secondary to his true purpose here. Elder Frix, loath as I am to cut our visit short, we must return to Gridania. Pray accept my apologies, along with my report. Here is your consolation binder. Never mind, there will be time to talk later. This one won't keep walking ones from more urgent matters. Go!
His legs just give me the heebie-jeebies.
The audience will be held at the Lotus Stand, where the Elder Seedseer awaits even now. Let us be on our way. Frick's being a total butt. I see what you're doing there. Way too late. I see you. I see you. Whoa. Hi.
Yep.
This is extremely aggressive. I would like to leave.
Then leave. We have official business. Also, why is there a dead pallet in the middle of all of them?
That was very scary. Are you okay over there?
Yeah, but no, I'm just
You scratching a good itch or something?
No, I think Dad's gonna be a bit of a jerk. You know,
Can't be worse than Full Metal Alchemist, Dad.
I can't assume that your kids go adventuring across the realm because you're so awesome at home.
Welcome, warrior of light. The elder Seedseer and your friends are awaiting within.
Oh yes, this place. It has been a while.
Always makes me think of the Charlie Brown Christmas music.
It is kind of, yeah. Oh, yeah, gang's all here. No, Alizé said it's good to see Father. Okay. My friends, I thank you for all coming so swiftly. Word of Master, what did you get the pronunciation this?
Fortuneau?
Fortuneau's visit took us quite by surprise. When the Alliance granted Mistress Cryo permission to request the Starlian aid, we did not anticipate so promptly a reply, much less that it would be delivered by a member of the Forum. What the nature of that reply may be, we shall soon discover.
Cutscene time!
Yeah, he's just gonna tell us to F of and leave.
In a pixelated coat, no less.
Looked like the Fandaniel code for a hot moment. All right.
His robe changed colors, if you remember, at the end of 5.5. Fandaniel has a new robe.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the hair.
Elder Seedseer, I thank you for granting me this audience.
Oh, nice voice. Handsome voice.
Damn.
Okay, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
All right.
Okay, Fortuneau. All right.
I am Fortuneau Leveilleur, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortuneau, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It has been too long, Father.
Okay, what's the response going to be?
You look well.
As do you both.
Oh?
Ameliance will be glad to hear that
Seems
you are
all right.
taking
Okay.
care of yourselves.
Okay.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louisoix, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the Primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
Yep.
Here it is.
Yep. Yes, Reapers.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life, who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald, one in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we will
he's one of those.
Classic, yeah.
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves, but if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Themselves included is a hell of a line.
Yeah.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders.
Ugh.
There it is.
It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline. But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice? It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
Well, he's not gonna like any of those. No, I mean, maybe middle is like your best option to kind of.
I like middle because I think it is the most insulting, and this guy went from smash to pass in 2 sentences.
Well, yeah, I mean, we all knew that was gonna happen. Like, and then of course he was gonna turn on the kids because they've been influencing the world. I mean, that's just we don't intervene. Handbook 101. And I'm not doing bottom because, like, we don't need... It'd be nice to have you, but we don't need you. And probably they're, like, corrupt from the inside, like, Ascians are in their ranks. I mean, why wouldn't an Ascian who love to do their little subterfuge and of course they're part of the Forum. That's the place they would love most. It's like the political headquarters. There's nowhere but that's where they'd want to be.
Also, apparently, too, is a Louis quote.
Oh, perfect. Well, all the better. Yeah, let's do it.
Yay! 3, 2, 1, quote.
I'm sure he'll love it, but whatever. We're just pissing him off. It's great.
Thank you for the super
I
quietly
see
observing.
your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike him, you should know better. By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alisaie, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
That's a bit of an escalation.
Father. How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Alright, we have a shit dad. It's officially an anime.
Master Falchino, while Sharlayan may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
Father! Wait! Don't bother, Alize!
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
Wait, that's where they're gonna end the cutscene?
Turmoil. Turmoil, Kyle.
Yeah. We all saw it coming.
That's why I prefer Disney movies. Can't be a bad dad if the character never had parents to begin with.
Because all the parents are dead. Yeah, that's true. But at least Tarzan's mom could lift that entire cannon. And that's what matters. The whole cannon. And the dad out of the water.
That's what we're going with, huh?
Yep.
Well.
Yep.
I don't like him.
Nope, but we're not supposed to, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the best part about this entire trope is though when you get to watch him like cowering in the corner as the world explodes, doing the "we didn't listen" thing. Like that's the best part. So you know, at least at the end of this, there's like big relief. Like Tsukiyomi, there was never gonna be any relief there. It was gonna be tragic the whole time. But this, we get to watch him cry in a corner at some point as it all falls apart, and that's relieving.
Yeah, and now I'm just sad.
He's gonna get his comeuppance. That's the best
Being
part
sad
about this
in the middle
trope.
of a Final Fantasy 14 stream. What is this?
He's gonna get. It's gonna be a long road, but he will get his comeuppance.
This has never happened before.
And I hope he's not like mind controlled by an Ascian or something, because I want him to get his comeuppance, and I want them to be all his comeuppance for the eating.
I give everyone permission to steal the that one from Smash to Pass real fast.
Yeah, that was nice. That was a good phrase.
You all get to steal it. I'm glad that people want clips of it.
Yeah, that was a good phrase. Omar, he seems morally gray.
Who?
Dad. Yep, we did it, everybody. Morally gray.
Ugh. Ugh.